Hi, this is Stephanie with a suggestion for you. I wonder if you can come into a nice, comfortable, seated position, letting yourself just relax into your chair, doing any little wiggling, any little movements that you need to in order to be able to just settle right in and relax. And I wonder if you can take a moment to tune into your breath and just notice the breath as it moves in and out of your body. Just noticing your inhale and all the parts of your body that fill and expand with the breath. And then noticing your exhale and feeling the air move back out, feeling the contraction. And just allow for your body to find its own perfect way to breathe, its own perfect rhythm, without feeling the need to change or control. Just letting go and allowing your body to find its own perfect rhythm. And you might find that rhythm changes as we go through the session. Maybe it deepens and slows down as you relax. And I wonder if you can allow for your body to be completely relaxed from head to toe, giving permission for the scalp to relax, giving permission for the forehead to smooth out and relax, allowing the eyelids and the corners of the eyes to soften and relax, allowing for the nose and the cheeks to soften, allowing for the jaw to loosen, even allowing the ears to relax. Giving permission for your neck and your shoulders to relax, and allowing the arms and the hands and fingers to relax and let go. Allowing that feeling of relaxation to soften the back from your neck right down to your tailbone. And allowing your chest and belly to relax. Allowing the hips and the buttocks to relax as well. Giving permission for the legs and the feet and the toes to relax and soften. And as you find yourself relaxing more and more, you can just enjoy this peace and calm. And I wonder if I can tell you a story. This story is about a dear friend of mine and their journey towards healing. So one day, I met my friend for a coffee, and they told me a beautiful story of healing and letting go that had such a profound effect on them and was truly life-changing. They told me about a healing journey that allowed them to let go of all the things that were holding them back from living their fullest and best life. And the story began with a walk through the forest to a favorite spot that they had been to many times before. A spot that had the perfect place already made for them to sit in front of a fire. And so they went to their favorite place, knowing that this was a healing, calming place for them. And they took the time to build a fire. And they took the time to sit comfortably. And they allowed themselves to get more and more relaxed as they enjoyed the fire, feeling the warmth and the comfort that comes from sitting in front of a roaring fire. And they allowed themselves to be mesmerized by the flames, watching the flames dance and swirl, becoming completely entranced by the beauty and the constant changing movement and dance of the flames. And they found their body growing heavy and relaxed. And with each breath of fresh, cool air and the warmth of the fire, they could allow themselves to look inside and to question and to wonder. To wonder what's holding them back from living their very best life. What thoughts and feelings create barriers for them to achieving their most authentic and full life. And they came to recognize that there was a fear of failure deep inside of themselves. A fear of failure that no longer made sense to them they were able to think back at times in their lives when they were very, very successful in their relationships, in their career, in all of the things that they did. They were able to find times when they were successful. And so this fear that came from somewhere else, and possibly someone else, wasn't really their truth and didn't belong in their lives. And when they realized that they could let go of these feelings of fear, how free and unencumbered they felt to pursue all of their dreams, knowing that they are successful, that they have been successful, and they will be successful. And that the measure of success is measured in so many ways, and that when they look upon their life, their past and their present, they see so many ways in which they are successful. Successful in their relationships with others, successful at their career, and successful in all of the things that they choose to put positive energy into. And so they decided, as a way of cementing this feeling, that they would take the time to take out pen and paper and write down their fear. And they wrote down their fear of failure, their fear of loss of love from others, their fears of stumbling and falling, and their fears of the unknown. And they wrote it all down on a piece of paper. And after looking at that list and recognizing that these fears serve no purpose in building the kind of life that they wanted to build, they folded the paper in half and folded it in half again, and they threw it in the fire, and they watched it dance and float and disintegrate, and they let go. They just let go of that feeling of fear. And in recognizing that there's times when that fear will come up for them again, they decided from that point on that they would write their fears down, and then they would let them go. And there's so many ways that you can do that. There's so many different ways of letting go. And they spent some more time. They sat and continued to stare at the fire for a while, enjoying a feeling of lightness in their body and a feeling of clear mind and a new resolve to trust in themselves, to remind themselves of their strengths, and to take this feeling of strength into their lives, knowing that they had a contribution to the world and to themselves, and knowing they had a responsibility to themselves and to others to share their most authentic self, and allowing themselves to recognize their own beauty, their own strength, and their own resilience. And I was so moved by their story that I asked if I could share it with others in the hopes of bringing them some peace and to remind others of their strengths and their unique beauty. And so I share this with you in the hopes that if you're feeling fear and anxiety about the future and your place in it, that maybe you'll pause and take a moment to tune into yourself and to ask, where does the fear come from? And then find a way to let it go in whatever way feels right for you. And isn't it nice to know that you can do this for yourself anytime? Taking a moment to sit quietly with ourselves, to tune into our breath, and to get really comfortable and grounded in our body, can allow ourselves to be open to questioning and to wondering, and to form new thoughts and new ways to be our most true and authentic selves. And so, as you feel ready, just start to find your way back to your space, back to your room, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. Just bring soft, gentle movement back to your body. And when it feels ready for you, just allow for your eyes to come open